My first impression of meeting Joe was, you can't be serious. This is the guy running Blanchard? Because he's just so casual in his approach and his appearance, and he was always just wearing his hiking boots, jeans, usually a golf shirt, probably untucked, and his cheap Timex watch because it was exactly functional. It did everything it was supposed to do, which is really Joe in a nutshell. No flash, no flair, just a regular guy who happens to be running this fantastic place.
Coming to Blanchard, I'd heard really great things, and I'd heard a lot about Joe, but I hadn't met him yet. And I think it was probably my first week here. I was doing my in processing. Came around the corner one day, and there's Joe. Bam, run right into him in the hallway, and I was like, oh my God, Mr. Blanchard, hey, how are you? And he turned around and he pointed at me and he said, Mr. Blanchard is my father. You can call me Joe. And then he proceeded to ask me, hey, how's your wife? How's your daughter, Ava? How's your son, Joey, doing? And that really stuck with me because this man had never met me. I'd never met him, but he knew everything about me, and he took the time out of his day to know me, to know my family, to ask how my transition was going, and that really stuck with me.
I often refer to it as the Joe Blanchard rule, and I think simply stated, it's always do the right thing, which he taught us our entire lives. And one of the things I admired about Dad is that he showed while he was here and now, especially now he's gone, was that your reputation is far too important to jeopardize by living life without integrity.
Joe make you feel very special, and he became not only our leader but our mentor. He taught me so many things about the business, and so many things about how that relationship with our customer, that relationship with our employees, the day-to-day interaction was so important. It doesn't matter if it was the hard time, the challenging time, or the good time, he was there. He was truly the shoulder where you can go and talk to him and say, what do I do in this situation? In my professional life, and what we do, we deal with a lot of personalities and situations, and sometimes more harder than others. But one thing I can tell you, that Joe always have the benefit and the thought process of the person first.
You always knew that you were loved and that you were cared about, and he always made you feel like no matter how busy he was, that he had time for you.
He really did everything he could to make every single interaction with everybody memorable, and made sure that he engaged you in the most personable level, and really made a big impact on everybody that he interacted with on a day-to-day basis.
He had a good overall business sense, and really, in a very humble way, try to give his advice to help other people. He would pick up on the slightest little thing, and he would joke about it and say, no, you did good, but he would always, he'd come back and always double check to make sure that it was done. So he took pride in that.
He always gave the person the benefit of the doubt, and he would go right on with you for a long time, trying to help you, trying to coach you, it was never just this is it, but he always dealt with me in a way that almost like he was teaching me. As I'm young, Darren, let me show you, let me share my experiences, what may help you, what may better you. He has provided me what my family has today.
As it relates to Joe's wish, you can easily see continuation of the things that he was already doing and that most people didn't know about. He would help families, he would support different charities. You would go somewhere and you would tell someone, I work at Blanchard Machinery, and they would go on to tell you something that he did that you were completely unaware of. That is the humbleness, but the heart that he always had, and would always show not only employees but the community in general.
I see with Boyd and Rozier and Catherine that they're continuing on with that legacy and even trying to improve upon the foundation that was made. So I think we've got a real strong future with what all three of them bring to the company.
We have the opportunity now to have all the positive things that we had with Joe, but to have it in three different people that are leading our company is an amazing gift, and quite the legacy that he has left for us to be able to continue on in the tradition that he ran the dealership.
You know, while you do not remain eternal, your legacy does, and all the things we've said on this is the testament to his eternal legacy. And I think when you live life the right way, you make people feel loved, you live by integrity, and that's how you build a legacy that's worth living on.
Our family's continuing to grow together. My father, Richard, and Joe were best of friends, and being able to work alongside Rozier and Boyd and Catherine is just, it's almost a dream come true to be able to continue that legacy that Joe leaves behind him, and that we look to continue to honor and grow together as a family of companies.
Joe was the best mentor and friend I've ever had, and I'm doing everything I can to get through it without him, because he is missing out on an incredible freaking ride around here. We love him.